for the greater good. Wait, What's going on, guys? Freak here from the channel Frost and Fist, and I've got another crazy commission for you. Really nice showcase. This time I painted a Crisis Battlesuit from the TAU. And not towel. TAU. Anyway, it just so happened that with a friend of mine that I've been doing his commission work for him. He plays the Space Wolves, but he also plays TAU. And when we were playing a game, I had noticed that he had an unpainted Crisis Battlesuit in his box, and I'd offered to paint it up for him. I've never done one, and I was really, looking forward to doing so, and my dogs are ridiculous. Anyway, so I decided to go ahead and give it a whirl. He had a specific color scheme in mind. He liked the army green, but he didn't want the model looking, he didn't want one solid color, and I understood what he was asking for. I've seen a lot of really good work online, on YouTube, on these Crisis Battlesuits, and there's so many things that people have done with them, a lot of really cool effects. Me, as an airbrusher, I wanted to try to find effects that would make this model stand out, that would make it pop. Of course, there are some things that I had to do by hand, but I'm really quite happy with the way it turned out. I think so far this has been my best work yet airbrushing. The work done on this was pretty much like 90% airbrush. The rest, of course, was hand painted, which was pretty much the edge highlighting, the dry brushing, and the wash, the pin washing. Like I said, though, aside from that, everything else has been airbrushed. So I'll be showing you the pictures here in a minute. The basing, by the way, I thought turned out really well. The basing, I actually learned it from my wolf brother Mythos. By the way, I'm going to link that video, and it's how to do the crackling Martian basing. And I followed his instructions, and I think it turned out absolutely beautiful. Turned out really nice. So watch that video. So I don't have a whole lot to say about this, except that I think the glow effects turned out really nice. I sprayed on some cool glow effects, of course, on the sides, and on the shield. I think the shield came out really nice, and of course there's a glow effect on the assault cannon there as well. But again, I'll show you some close-ups here in just a minute. Again, the client did not want to have it completely green. What I did, which is something slightly different than I normally do when I paint my Imperial Fists, I usually base the model one color, like for example the main color. For example, I would normally have basted green all the way through and through, and then would have gone back with my airbrush and would have sprayed the shading from the bottom up in certain areas, and then of course the highlights top down. I didn't do that this time. I decided to paint the entire model completely black. Okay, and then I went with the base model, the base coat, which was the green that we were looking for, And I kind of did a zenithal effect and sprayed a little bit from the top down. Okay? Gave some really good transitioning, but of course I needed some highlighting, something to make it pop. So I took that same color and I lightened it up and I added a little yellow to it. I mix all my colors, by the way. I don't have any specific color that looks like any of this. So I had to kind of do my little palette work, you know, and mix the color that I wanted. And I was able to spray a brighter highlight, and the way I did it was I just did just a little couple shots of the highlight around the edges of where light should be, you know, I guess reflection should be in that area. So anyway, I was a little worried. This was the first time I've ever done that on such a model, but it turned out absolutely beautiful. I was very, very encouraged with the way it turned out. That I will probably apply that when I'm ready to build my Imperial Knight. I also went with the metallic legs. I think that makes it stand out even more. Instead of, like I said, having a solid green model, I want it to look, you know, very realistic. You know, that's what we're going for as artists, right? We try to bring in the realism of that particular model, and that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted this thing to look absolutely epic. It almost looks Robotech-ish, and I love those vehicles, man. Anyway, guys, I hope you like this commission. Enough of me talking. And guys, if you like this showcase, then I'm going to ask you to please subscribe to our channel. By the way, thanks to everyone that has has already subscribed and supported our channel. Mythos and I are very, very happy with the direction of the channel, and we've got a lot more stuff planned coming out here soon. We've got a lot of ideas. Now, of course, with work and life restrictions, you know, we may not be able to get it out as fast as we would like to, but we definitely are going to do what we can. We're going to try to put out more content. And more battle reports, but in either way, guys, again, we want to thank you so much for all your support, for helping us reach past the 400 subscriber mark. So again, if you are not subscribed to the channel, Mythos and I would love to have you as part of the pack here on the Frost and Fist, and we also would like for you to hit that little like button right there. Just hit that sucker, right, and put a comment below. Let us know what you think about our work. If there's something that you think we need improvement, we're all open for suggestions. Just be nice. By the way, if you are subscribed, but you're not getting any of our updates, and hit that little bell, wherever that bell might be. Decide. Wherever. A little bell next to the subscribe button. That'll allow you to give you some updates every time we post a video. Cool. So enough of me rambling. Let's get to the showcase and get freaky.